morning, and welcome to Daily Disciplines. The good news is that the bad news can be turned into good news when you change your attitude. Robert Schuller brought that thought to us, and it is a powerful thought, and is our thought for today in terms of a discipline about changing our attitude. Here's the way I like to start each day, by looking at the attitude that I had yesterday and deciding whether or not there is something in my attitude for today that I could change in order to make today better than yesterday was. Oh, I don't succeed in that every day, but here's what I do find. I find that there are days when, at the beginning of the day, I can think specifically about things that happened yesterday that could have been better. An attitude about something, someone, some situation that could have been better. And I could determine from the outset of that day that I will change my attitude toward that thing, toward that person, toward myself, toward the situation of life. When I decide to change my attitude, it is the first giant step. Well, I guess deciding to change it may be the second step. The first step would be in the recognition that there was something in my attitude that needed to be changed. And sometimes that is a major step for me and perhaps for you. To recognize the fact that the attitude with which we lived yesterday was not all that it could have been in every situation. So when bad news comes, the attitude with which we approach the bad news determines whether or not it will be continually bad news in our experience, or if there is some way by which the bad news can become good news. Because when the bad news becomes good news, that is good news. And I would encourage you today, as I am determined to do myself, to take a look at some of the attitudes of yesterday and decide what was it yesterday that could have been better. Now, specific situations or specific items of news that you received about someone or about yourself, or a conflict in a relationship that you had, or I don't know what the situations are. There are all sorts of them that come in my life, and I believe there are all sorts of them that come in your life as well. So yesterday is powerful in its possibility of giving us instruction of living today better. We can't live yesterday over, but we can make today better than yesterday. So recognize the fact that there was something that could have been better in your attitude. Change it and make today better than yesterday. And take the bad news of yesterday and make it good news for today. Have a great day. We'll talk again soon.